Good morning, everyone. I just want to have a conversation with you for just a minute or so. I just feel that I think all of us have come to a point in our lives where we're almost overwhelmed. We're overwhelmed with all of the madness that's going on in the world right now. You know, I sit down and I try to wrap my mind around everything that's happening, and I try to really truly absorb what is happening now. But I'm finding it very hard and very challenging to really wrap my mind around where we have come to as not only a country, but as a world. I wrote a poem back in 2001, right after the Twin Towers fell in New York, and it was called How Do You Tell a Child? And I wanted to read it to you today, but I think I'm going to wait and read it maybe tomorrow, because right now I'm just really overwhelmed and full and sad, to be honest with you. So I just don't think emotionally I could read that to you right now, because I want to read it when it has full clarity and you can sit and listen to it and really absorb it. So for today, I just want to talk to you for a moment. And I want to particularly talk to my teachers, because, you know, this thing is about the world now. This is about our young people. This is about the young lives that we are impacting and that we are hopefully changing day to day when we go into a classroom setting. And I know that right now we feel that we are almost defeated. Yesterday I was in a school, and it was right after what happened this past weekend in the church, and I was just feeling a little dark, as most of you probably are as well, just sad. And I stood there and I was looking at the faces of these amazing young people, and I thought to myself, how are we going to change the world with all of the things that we have to climb and fight and muddle through from day to day? And then in that moment when I was with the children and we were laughing and we were talking about words and we were talking about things that we like doing and our favorite foods, for that moment I forgot about the craziness in the world. So here's what I'd like to challenge you to do, for my educators and even for my parents, because this has got to start at home as well. I challenge you to look at your children and find that thing that is good. And you have to do it intentionally. It can't be, oh, well, they're good today, or, oh, they have a smile on their face today. No, you've got to dig deeper. And I want you to intentionally look at your children and say to yourself, what do I see that is wonderful? Because if we don't do that every single day that we have the opportunity, we will be consumed. We will be overwhelmed. We will almost drown in the negativity that's surrounding us right now. So we've got to truly, intentionally, without a doubt, begin to look for that thing that gives us a good day. Because it's out there, but we've got to look for it. Because I can tell you right now, I have never had to step up emotionally like I have in the last few years. I've never had to do it. So I know it's a challenge, but I also know that there is still good in this world. I made a pact to myself probably about 6 months ago. I said, for every negative thing that I encounter, I'm going to counteract it with something positive. Actually, I said I'm going to do 2 positive things. And it doesn't have to be anything grand, but it has to be intentional. For example, holding a door for somebody as they're going into a store, saying hello. Those are intentional things. So we have got to overcome this negative mindset, this psyche that can absolutely consume us if we do not try to counteract it with something positive. You know, this morning I needed to do this. I needed to say this to you all. And I kind of dropped my phone in my dashboard, and it landed on the number 7. I think that's kind of interesting. For those of you who understand the number 7, you'll know what it means. 7, completion. We have got to be completely tired of what we are facing so that we can move towards new beginnings. completion. I'm done with negative. I'm done with all of the things that overcome me and consume me. Now, I wish I could wave a wand and yes, all the negative in the world goes away. It won't happen. I know that. But here is what I do know. I can wake up every day with the expectancy that for every negative thing I encounter, I'm going to find something good to replace it. And trust me when I tell you, we are going to have to look to find it. So tomorrow, I'm going to read with you and share with you my poem, How Do You Tell a Child? But for today, I just needed to say this and to give you that sliver of hope that even in the middle of all of the madness, intentionally today, intentionally look for something good. Have a blessed and beautiful day.